So entire responsibility is on them. Any of you know this story? Have you heard about this particular story? Any of you? Amol? Have you heard the story?
Yeah.
What is it?
You have to choose the combination. If the duck eats the grain or the...
This farmer, he has to take all the three, the grain, the duck and the fox to the next other shore of the river. And this boat can carry only one person along the farm. Only one more item. So, if the farmer takes the grain along with them, then the fox is waiting to pounce on the duck. Okay, if he takes the fox first, then the duck will eat the grain. So he has to choose what he has to do first, second and third. Left hand from the first lesson, the first for a person who is in 30 is different for a person who is in 40 or 50 or 60 or 70. So every individual has to decide what he should do first. So that is what tactical approach. Second is, never follow a person. This is the practical lesson I have learned in the last 20 years of my profession. Never follow a person, follow a person. Many people will look extremely intelligent, well suited, wearing good time, blazers. That doesn't mean that you can actually afford to follow them. We have to, when it comes to our money, we need to follow a process. Find out whether there is a process and then we can actually follow. Bonus question. All time, just solve actually maths. You don't require all this. Okay? For example, if I tell you someone brushes from outside and says that the sky is crashing, what should we do? Should we go out and see if the sky is really crashing? Or should we just check whether our seeing is good enough? In case of an earthquake, will this building hold good? Okay? People worry about self-test and gold price and international global situations when they don't have any idea about what they are doing. Okay? They might be having bank deposit and worried about New York Stock Exchange index. So we should actually not give any importance in the initial stage at all. First step is identify your goals. Shortlist what are your goals. Second step is understand what are your resources. Do not follow what your neighbor or brother did, because his resources are different. My resources are different. So how can you copy what he is doing? Identify what are your resources. Ask the question, whatever money and resources you have got, are they earning enough for me? This is the question we need to ask. Okay? There was an interesting episode in my early phase of my life. There was a broker called Goregaon East, very well-known investor. He had a lot of question for me. He was just giving me some lessons on finance for management. He asked me, do you know the Marwadis prefer son to daughter? I said, no sir, I don't know. Used to be. He said, yeah, we prefer son. We celebrate when son is born. Then he said, I knew that it's nothing about son and daughter, something else is son. He said, you know whether we prefer money over son? That used to be, how can you prefer money over son? He said, there's a reason. The reason is, my son, who is the most loyal employee of my organization, works 12 hours for maximum construction. 12 hours. My money which has saved and put to administration works 24 hours. The money is working 24 hours. So the money is actually more useful for my family than my son who is only working 12 hours. He was not giving more importance to money, he was just giving me a financial result that you have to remember the money which you have saved is working for you unknowingly 24 hours. So you should know how much it is working. Whether it is working at 6% per annum, whether it is working at 7% per annum, whether it is working at 8 or 9 or 10, you have to know about it. And it is not about one part of your money, you should know about the entire savings what you have created. That's the question here. What is the real rate of return? All of us will say that I am getting 9% to the bank, so I am getting 9% to the floor. That is not the goal. Whatever rate of return you are getting minus inflation is your actual return. And then, if you have a tax implication on this, then here is negative. If you want to say 10% tax slab, 10% of 90 paise minus. So here it is hardly 20%. If you are at 20%, then 1.8 is down. then you are actually getting the negative zone. So this is what, when we say that I used to get 25,000 rupees pension, that last year it was sufficient, this year there is hardly sufficient for me to run the family. What he has to remember is that he is not something which is right, doing something which is right to beat the inflation. The inflation is going ahead of his earning potential. So that person should actually think, what is that I need to do correct so that my earning, whatever money, wherever it is earning, it has to earn more than inflation. Now what should be done? Very simple thing. Okay? Whatever is your income, minus expenses you are saving. Right? Most of the people confuse savings and investment. They think investment and savings are same. According to me, I do not know whether management schools also teach the same. But according to me, savings and investments are not the same. If I am earning 100 rupees per month, if my expenses are 50 rupees, balance 50 is my savings. And from that savings, I will decide how much should I invest in real estate or gold or equity or position. That becomes investment. There's a difference. Then, break down your income into expenses and surplus. Okay? Expenses further break down. All of us can do this. All of us can actually do this. Just with a pencil and pen, a paper and pen, and then break down what is the expenses and where it is going. Find out where is the money going. How much is for running expenses? Suppose you are earning 50,000 rupees per month. And when you break down out of 50,000 I am spending 30,000 rupees my expenses. Further break down the expenses into running, loan repayment and insurance. And then running expenses, okay, I am spending 20,000. Loan repayment I am spending so much. Insurance payment so much. So here itself we ask questions to yourself. Should I spend so much of money to just run 2 members of my family? Am I not spending too much? You were the same person who was spending earlier also, but here you are getting an opportunity to ask yourself, am I spending too much? When it comes to loan repayment, you will ask the question, why am I taking this loan first of all? You will start asking. You will ask the question, what is the interest I am paying for this loan? You get an answer that you are paying 40%. Then you look at your bank account, what is the interest I am getting in the bank account? I am getting 9%. I am getting, my money is 9 in the bank account, which is giving me 9%, and I have taken a loan which I am paying 14%. So there itself is a 5% negative. So you might decide to prepay the loan. Or you might decide to deploy this money to the bank account in such a manner that it earns more than 14%. Either of this will happen. Third, insurance premium. There are only 4 or 5% of the Indian population which is insured, but whoever is insured is actually wrongly. I'm sorry to say that. Okay? Not even 1% of Indians actually buy insurance. Insurance is always sold. Insurance is never done. According to me, that's a work thing to have. You should know what is your human value. If I am no more there on this earth, what is that my family is going to suffer? How much is that my family is going to suffer? And for that, how much is that I need to create? Any of you have got any idea what is the correct insurance for an individual? Any of you? I'm not trying to say that you have no idea, but I'm just trying to take a feedback or understand. Do you have any ideas? Any of you?
Depends on the earning age and what age they are now.
Okay.
It's not the 60-year man and the 20-year man who are the same.
Correct. You're absolutely right. People of different age will not have different requirements. But a simple way to calculate the required life cover is whatever is your annual expenses, not your income. Whatever is your annual expenses, minus loans and other things. 5 times of that. Suppose you are spending, say, 3 lakhs per annum just to run your family. 25,000 rupees per month. Okay? So 3 into 5, that's the basic minimum life cover you need to have. Because if a breadwinner does no more, then for the next 5 years, there is a challenge for the family. After 5 years, the family finds another source of income. There are no cases where if a person dies, the entire family actually goes on to the street. That doesn't happen. There are very, very rare cases unless the rest of the members are not actually in a position to do anything at all. Okay? So what you need to provide is only 5 times of your annual expenses. But not how many people does they do? 10 times, 20 times of their annual income, which is actually ridiculous according to me. Suppose I am earning, say, 25 lakh per annum. Okay? 25 lakh is not something which my family is consuming every year. That is not my expenses. So my life cover requirement should not be 25 times or 10 times or 5 times of 25 lakh. That is only helping the insurance agent to sell a product. And for your information, we are business leaders with HDFC Life into life insurance business. But whoever comes to us, mostly I tell them to actually start your their policies which are not required at all. I've met nearly 300, 400 people who are actually covered now, and all of them are normally covered. Either they are significantly covered or over covered. Some people who are actually having huge loan outstanding, they don't have to be covered at all. The worry is something happens to their individual, who will repay the loan? Somebody is having, say, 10 lakh annual income, and he's spending only 4 lakh per annum, but he's taken a 1 crore loan for a housing project. If something happens to him, the family will have to pay, or the property will go back to the housing loan company. So the life cover, what he requires is 5 times of his expenses plus cover for this particular loan additionally. And that should be only a term policy. That should not be investment linked policy. For example, if you take a term policy of 1 crore, the amount per annum you have to pay for a 30 or 40 year old person could be a maximum 20,000 per annum. That 20,000 rupees is not something which will come back to him, but that is the amount he will pay to make sure that if something happens to him, the property doesn't go back to the company, to the housing loan company. It stays with the company. What a normal person does, the insurance agent tells him that you have loan also, so you have to take a cover also. So you take a investment related cover. So what will happen? This guy will not buy a term insurance, he will buy an investment related scheme where he will pay 1.5 lakh, 2 lakh maybe per annum. This is absolutely not nonsense, not good at all. So knowing what is correct and right for you is what is the need of the hour. So that purpose, whatever purpose you have got, you need to decide how much should go towards long term and how much should go towards the short term goals. Okay, let us see what are long term goals. Long term goals could be buying a real estate, owning a business or retirement plan. Short term goals could be vehicle, education or doing non-money. There are a lot of professionals who are facing a lot of professional challenges today. They suddenly lost their job, by 6 months they are not even getting another job. So that's the time when they have tough time. So you need to find some source of income for those specific periods. So there are short-term goals. Third step is identifying which phase of life you are in. Whether you are in the bracket of 35 to 55, that is the area where you can actually create a lot of wealth. Whether you are 30 and 60, where actually you can deploy money for growth. Whether you are 40 to 75, that's the time when you think about preservation. There is a lot of overlapping of age, but that is how the entire thing happens. So you have to think where you are. If you are this age, 35 to 55, don't think about protection. Don't become extremely conservative. For persons in 25 and 55, that's not the time he should say that no, I'm worried about taking this. That's a wrong thing. That's the time he can afford to take this because he's got another 30 years to work. So if he doesn't take any risk at all here, then he will not be able to take any risk at this stage, and whatever capital he had, it will be deprived of growth. And at that stage, this is not a time which you can actually afford to take a lot of risk. You should not say that I have never taken a risk in my life, now let me start taking risks. That's also wrong. So you should know where you are, and then you should know what is the right asset allocation. What is the percentage of equity I should have in my portfolio? What is the percentage of mutual fund schemes I need to have? What is the percentage of real estate or gold or silver I need to have? For every individual, the asset allocation is different. So you should know what is actually good for you. First step is take well-informed investment decision. What is well-informed investment decision? This is my favorite picture. What is this? All of you know. Can you tell me what is this? Yeah, it's a good song. Okay? And this guy is called Matador. Okay? This guy is Matador. He is looking extremely fit, physically and mentally, or prepared to fight the bull. And the rest of the crowd is cheering him. Go for the kill. Go man, you can do it. Okay? But only this guy knows that he carries the risk. Because the bull has not learned any rule. He will charge him from any animal. Okay? So the audience can say that go for the kill, but he knows that, though he knows the game, the bull is ready to charge it. God alone knows where he will charge it. Investment is similar. Any investment, whether you are buying real estate, whether you are investing in gold, silver, stocks, mutual fund, or any other financial product, there is always an inherent risk. If you think that there is no risk, then it is like this guy believing the cheerleaders, saying that go for the kill, you can do it, and you will go for the kill without knowing that where you are going to charge. So, before making any investment decision, first of all be aware that there is a risk, and you should know what is the risk, how much is the risk, whether you can afford to take that risk or not.
Sorry, this breakup was not clear.
No, that was only a hypothetical. It was not, because it is different for every individual. You know? Now, well-informed decision. What has he done? He has evaluated the risk involved. He tried to evaluate where is the maximum possibility of this bull striking. And then he took a calculated risk and he controlled the risk. He has not eliminated the risk. Any person who is making any investment, even if it is in a bank account, how many of you are aware that what is the government guarantee or Reserve Bank of India's guarantee they are providing for our fixed deposits? Even if I have got 100 crore in the bank deposit, if the bank goes bankrupt, what is guaranteed is only 1 money. So we Indians believe that keeping money in the post office or State Bank of India or PSC banks is the safest and the sun. So far it has been the same. Last 15 days back, Cyprus, all the banks of Cyprus went on a short circuit for 3 days. Why? Suddenly government came out, European Union came out with a circular saying that anyone who has got more than 20,000 pounds in their account or euro in their account, 6% will be levied. Anybody who is having more than 100,000 pounds euro, 10% will be levied because the country is going bankrupt. Since the country is going bankrupt, the depositors were paralyzed. So what would have happened? All the depositors would have gone and withdrawn their deposit. If all the depositors go together and withdraw the deposit, what will happen? The banks will crack. There will be a collapse of banks. That's called run of the banks. So such situations are happening in most developed nations in Europe and US. So far we have been lucky, but we should not actually extrapolate our luck and say that everything is going to be fine. So we should know whether we are putting money in the bank deposits or real estate or gold or wherever, we should know what is the risk involved and take an information well-informed decision. Ordered by the road. People used to travel by a road, by bullock cart, horse cart, and horses and walking, etc. And this guy had a huge mansion by the road. And what he used to do was, he used to sell food and drinks to the passengers. So every businessman tried to have some USP, some unique. What Progressive is to tell the passengers that, come into my hotel, buy my food and drink. Okay, now you are tired, you can close your eyes, have food and drink for me, pay me the money, and go and take rest on my bed, which is adjust yourself. So people used to get, oh, lovely God of bed it is. Nowadays you have some beds, but those kinds of beds were not there. So people used to be carried away by the promise, buy food and drink from them, go and lie down on the bed, and what used to happen is, the bed did not have any magic power. What Progressive used to do is, if the person is taller, he will chop off the leg. After lying down, the limbs are extended on either side, he will chop off the leg. If the person is short, he will use a hammer to stretch it. This is what is happening to the customers of financial industry today. The customer is not, investor is not getting what he wants. He is being given something what he has decided to do. Okay, we are being given a lot of features, but just imagine Sachin Tendulkar going to the field with 10 pads and 15 trousers and 3-4 helmets on his head, and you tell him that you are not performing. How will you perform? Normal investors are like that, over-insured, 10 crore investment, and then he doesn't have cash flow crore. Okay? Second, you are not aware what is required. You should know that you need only one helmet to protect your head. You you need only one pair of tabs. That's not what is happening. 7 members, 7 situations, don't hesitate to seek a profession. All of us Indians have got a false ego. Most Indians have got a false ego. What is a false ego? Hey, I'm already a bank officer. I'm already an IT professional. I'm already an MBA from science institute. Why should I ask somebody else where to invest? Okay, these are also only equally qualified. These are also from a similar qualified. So you actually deprive yourself from an opportunity to guide it properly. You have to compete with some of the activities. Cannot go to an advisor. Ask who are thoughts themselves as an advisor. Ask him a question. Don't just blindly believe that he's an advisor. Ask him, who are you? Are you a broker? Are you an advisor? Are you a portfolio manager? Are you an agent? Ask questions. You don't ask questions. IRA controls all the insurance agents and advisors. So, if a person is saying that I am advisor, ask him who's regulating me. Don't just give me a business card or visiting card and say that I am an advisor. You can't just be an advisor just because you print a visiting card. Ask him who's regulating him. Know the reality. There are 87,000 brokers and sub-brokers in this country. 87,000. Okay? There are 32 lakh mutual fund and insurance agents. Okay? And there are 245 portfolio managers in this country. Okay? So this is what is Indian capital market. Next step, understand the plan of action. If somebody is giving you an investment idea or a plan, you must understand whether it is proper, whether they are understood clearly, and whether you can implement it. If you are taking investment decisions based on these evaluations, whatever I explained to you, then you are taking the right step. Then you don't require investment advisor like me. It's not a secret. I have explained to you how you should take an investment decision. And if you are taking investment decisions based on these factors, these angles, then you actually don't require investment advisor. Do it yourself only the other time and knowledge. Okay? Just because you can drive, you don't have to drive to all the world. Okay, I had a driver for 8 years. Then I realized that the driver converted my car into this bedroom. He used to sleep, he used to drink, he used to have his food, he had all the fun in my car. Okay, stretching then I decided that I don't require him because I knew driving. But whenever I have to travel for long distance, I hire a driver. Hiring a driver doesn't make me a less or a bad driver. But again, I take my car, I don't become a less experienced driver. So, similar to that, you may be able to manage your investment if you have the time. Otherwise, you should actually seek the help of a professional. How an Impetus can help you? Let me explain. Imagine that you are in a traffic jam. Okay? Let us compare investment with traffic. The bad traffic jam which we all of us are